This episode, I will be covering issue 2 of Starship Godzilla. For those who need a recap on this story, since it's only 2 issues in, this story takes place in the same universe as the main ongoing Kai-Sei Godzilla comic, as well as Escape the Dead Zone, though as you'll clearly see in the first issue, this story takes place in the far-off future, as we've got humans interacting with aliens and stuff and traveling to other planets. Our 2 main characters, Ion and Rohan, stole a bunch of monster eggs before making off in Mecha Godzilla, aka Kiryu, who in this universe has also been converted into a spaceship, and they're on their way to deliver the monsters to some unsavory people based off this conversation near the end of the issue. With that being said, let's get started. So we cut to the starship crash landing on another planet, where Ion runs out and greets her grandmother, who is apparently the one responsible for creating the ship we see. And concerning the character Ilsa, who gets heist by Rohan at the end of the last issue, apparently he just tells everyone that she just jumps ship at some point because she was scared of the monsters that they were carrying on board. Though the fact that Liv, the simian character we see earlier in issue 1, told her this, makes me think that he was in on what really happened. Yeah, I'm sure this little white lie won't come back to bite them later. This shot here, though, is important for scaling reasons, as we can actually see people exiting Kiryu through the map, so this does somewhat give us an idea of how large Kiryu is in this comic. Though I can't give an exact estimate right now. Rohan makes a list of all the different repairs they need. The grandma mechanic agrees to help repair the ship, but she asks Rohan to go place her wagers on an upcoming race. Seeing these gives me F-Zero nostalgia. Liv explains the rules of the game, how they fire a cannonball out into space and the first racer to get back with the ball wins, but that the cannonball in question also serves as bait to attract other monsters. What's interesting is that Liv mentions the Trilopod, the creatures originally created for the Godzilla Rulers of Earth comic way back in the day. That's nice, they're paying homage to their older IDW works. We cut back to Ion and her grandma as she basically forces Ion to become an unwilling accomplice in the theft of some parts from one of the nearby race cars that are sitting in a garage. I guess she needs these parts to help repair the ship, stressing that she's gonna have to know how to do this stuff since she's not gonna be around forever to repair the ship. Though it's not long before all parties get interrupted as King Ghidorah shoots down from the sky. Yeah, okay, just drop Godzilla's arch nemesis out of the blue in the second issue of this comic, no biggie. Liv mentions something about Ghidorah being a class 19 kaiju, and how these kind of kaiju causes all bets to be tripled. I hope we learn more about this whole kaiju class system later. Just when Ghidorah is about to attack the city, some pink stimulant bubbly stuff is deployed, and apparently it makes everyone invisible to Ghidorah's eyes or something. And we get another mention of Trilobots again. Makes me wonder if they're teasing an appearance in this comic. That would be nice. Grandma walks Ion through how to safely remove the components they need from the race car, as King Ghidorah touches down on the ground right in front of her. Rohan has Liv start a fight so he can get to one of the cannon controls and shoot another cannonball out into space, which causes Ghidorah to chase after it. And soon after, the group departs the planet on board Kiryu. Rohan then gets a conversation with his employer, stressing how despite the delays they're on their way, and that she'll be waiting, and we cut to the employer in question, who has somehow captured King Ghidorah. The preview synopsis for the next issue mentions how the Starship Godzilla crew are going to get trapped in the middle of a galactic war, with them finally getting to meet their mysterious buyer face to face, and as it was mentioned near the end of the first issue, Ion is going to take issue with this character in question, though apparently she's the leader of some galactic rebellion, and that also we're going to get to see Starship Godzilla transform into its mech form to do battle with a brand new kaiju. Well, I guess that answers the question if Starship Godzilla, aka Kiryu, would have a battle mode where, you know, looks more like its traditional self. Also, come on, that is just straight up Yang and Blake from Ruby. Though, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe this isn't Ghidorah after all. This is actually the new kaiju. I mean, I can't really see the other heads, but I don't know. Is this Ghidorah? I'm not sure. I guess we'll know for sure once the next issue comes out. I mean, it would be kind of lame for them to spoil the image of the new kaiju before the actual issue comes out. Well, in that case, we'll finally get to see what the Starship Godzilla will finally get to do in action. Join me for the next issue, folks. Take care. Okay, just gonna grab some covers of future issues just to save time for later, and is that Space Godzilla?